March 4th, 2022. I hope everybody's having a good day or going to have a good day if your day's not done yet. Talk to you a little bit about the threat of nuclear war. What's your plan if a missile's launched towards us? What's your plan to do? I I think there's going to be like four types of people. One, there's going to be people that don't believe it's going to say it's fake news. Two, they're going to panic and try to get as far away as they can from it. Three, it's going to be people that just sit still, and some of them may go to church. Some of them are just going to sit there. The fourth ones are the ones that's going to go into the bunkers, storm cellars, basements, whatever you got. Y'all realize if we have something like that, you got to stay in there for anywhere from 2 days up to 2 weeks, up to further. If it's a catastrophic hit, basements, storm shelters, things like that, guys, they're going to get cramped. If you've got one person, just yourself going, it may not be that big of a deal, stay in there. You got two, you got a family or whatever that's in there, that space is going to get cramped tighter and tighter in there. You're talking about, let's say, a storm shelter. You're going to be in less than 200 or 400 square foot, depending on the size of your shelter. You're also going to be in a basement that's cramped down. You're going to be constantly breathing the same air. If you don't have some kind of filtration system, like an NBC air filtration system, you're going to be breathing the same air over and over. You're going to be using the restroom in there. You're going to be eating in there. You're going to have everybody in there. Guys, it's going to get tough in one of them. You got to think this through a little bit. We had a kind of a test a couple years ago, and y'all know what I'm talking about, when it was technically a safer at home, shelter in place type deal for 2 weeks. A lot of people couldn't do it. Some of them that were getting paid to stay at home couldn't do it. They had to go, I got to go see my neighbor, I got to go to the store, I got to, go get a hamburger, I got to do something. They couldn't stay at home. Now, how do you think that's going to happen if a nuclear weapon goes off? How do you think that's going to compare to it? That's it, guys. You're in that hole for a while, I don't know how many people would probably survive it. Where I'm at, I'm not worried about a direct nuclear hit. Our winds are predominantly from the west, so we would probably get fallout if it got hit close to us. There's not much you can do in a nuclear war. If you got a bunker to get into, get in it. If you got a basement, get in it. Just ride it out as best as you can, is my thoughts on it. But the roads are going to be packed. You're going to have people panicking, trying to get here or there. It's going to be chaos if something like that happens. Worse than anything we've ever seen before. Think kind of like when a hurricane's bearing down on a town and how that town tries to evacuate. Think about that in a large scale event. Be chaos. People's asked me, what are you going to do? The best I can is what I'm going to do. That's what any of us can do in a situation like this, the best you can. Guys, if you're cramped down in a storm cellar or something like that, if you've got one, you got to think it's going to be tight in there. I recommend getting underground the best you can, but you got to start getting mentally prepared for this. It's not going to be, I'm just going to sit down here. I think the government website has changed it now. You can look it up at government.org. About now it's just a 24-hour wait. I don't know about that. That radiation and everything's still in the air. You're going to have to give it some time, to ease out. But guys, start thinking about this. Start asking yourself, sit down and talk, talk to your family. What's your plans if something like that happens? Are you prepared? Do you have somewhere to go? What are you going to do? Drop a comment below on what you may think you or your family would do. Guys, get out there and get prepared. We had a hit last night over there. They're claiming on a nuclear power plant. Of course, as it started coming out more, it turned out that the building that they were fighting in over there that caught on fire was some kind of building outside away from the reactors. So it doesn't take much, guys, to set this off into something huge. I think a lot of you see it coming. A lot of you can feel it coming. But guys, get prepared the best that you can. Get water filtration units. Stock up food the best you can. It may not be a nuclear war that causes, that a SHTF event doesn't have to be something that affects everybody. It could just affect you. Guys, get prepared the best you can. Things are going to start getting more expensive. Y'all see the gas prices going up. Guys, get prepared the best you can. You know, sit down, make a plan out if you haven't already made a plan out with your family of what to do in certain events. Guys, stay safe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Please like or dislike the video. It doesn't matter. Comment below. I love to hear from y'all. What's y'all's thoughts on the possibility of a nuclear war, and are you prepared for it if it does happen? Everybody have a good day.